The assembly line played the biggest role in making goods more affordable and easily accessible. It allowed goods to be produced at a much faster rate than before. Products could be mass-produced with the help of the assembly line. The mass production of these products could be made more cheaply, therefore could be sold cheaper, making them more affordable for everyone. The assembly line also created more jobs for the many people that immigrated to work in these factories. The industrial boom provided a lot of new technology in this time and advantages. These items continually made advancements to make them better. Successful inventions and anything that helped make work easier helped the economy greatly and prosperous. If these would have been invented at a later time, we could possibly be not as ahead in technology and advancements as we are today. The invention of the harvester and self-raking reaper helped make farming a lot easier and made it go a lot faster. The Singer sewing machine made the production of clothing a lot easier and faster also. The incandescent lamp made work easier and safer because candles, oil lamps, and torches would no longer needed to be used. These lamps allowed for a safer form of light and also gave off some heat.
Medical school was created, leading to more informed and higher educated professions. Before this period, in order to do a blood transfusion, they would connect the veins of the donor and the recipient. There was no way to measure how much blood would flow, and then it would have a high chance of clotting. They revolutionized this by storing the blood in a bottle. That would be filtered for clots and debris, making the process much safer. It also added the ability for the blood to be stored for multiple weeks. Also, the regulation of drugs and alcohol took a major step forward in enforcing ends for false advertising and harmful chemicals. The end for false advertising made drugs and alcohol safer and more helpful to the consumers. During this period, they also performed the first mastectomy, the removal of malignant tissue by cutting it out of the body. These big changes in medical industry from 1880 to 1920 increased the life expectancy by 20 years.
Our third topic talks about how the quality of life improves during the industrial boom. This includes being able to store food for longer amounts of time without the food going bad quickly, more public schooling, which will lead to more jobs. People had more money and disposable income. Household goods, shoes, clothes, and tools became more common and less expensive because of mass production. Also, there was cotton that was produced more often. The middle and upper class standards of living increased. Although the poor and working class didn't change much, they still faced their harsh conditions. There were better wages for employees. Now, why was this so important or significant? Well, that's because people had more money, because they got better education, which led to better jobs. The upper class standards increased. There was better quality of clothing because cotton was produced more efficiently. There was access to more goods and services, and the goods were cheap.
Some of the specific jobs that created during this time included construction workers, lawyers, physicians, factory workers, mechanics, and many government department jobs. The jobs in factories included many different specialized jobs. The workers in factories were trained for specific jobs inside the factory. This made work more efficient. Some workers were in charge of transferring raw materials in the factories. Others would be in charge of a specific machine. Some workers were trained to fix specific machines, and others would be in charge of improving the overall operation of factories. These jobs were important because as the industry began to progress, many people came to the cities in search of better jobs for better pay, with hopes of being able to improve their quality of life and help their families. Many of these jobs were found in factories. The jobs in factories allowed many more opportunities for jobs in cities, causing many more people to come to the cities. This greatly increased the population in these cities, which helped the economy grow. The industrial boom had many advantages, including making goods more accessible and affordable to the public. The assembly line and other inventions made during this time helped make this possible. The rapid evolution of medicine helped to increase the average life expectancy by about 20 years. There were also many opportunities for people and inventions that helped improve people's quality of life. Many of these opportunities came from the rise in specialist professions. These new jobs caused many people to move to the cities. These are all advantages of the industrial boom.